Let's talk about alignment. So I have prepared an alignment workbook for reflection, alignment, and creation, which you can do it with yourself. It's a do-it-yourself process and created for you to do it yourself at home, wherever you are. Okay, let's start. This is me. So when you download the workbook, so this is what you're gonna get. And I'm going to go through this process so that we can go through the process of releasing, process of creating together. And I'm your guide. Hi, this is Vicky. Just a little few words that I wanted to say here, that it's an invitation for you to stop, reflect, release, and create. We want to be in a vibration where whichever part or energy centers of yours felt like it's out of balance, whenever you felt like, oh, I'm so contracted, I felt stuck, you wanted to let go of things, you wanted to manifest things, you wanted to basically just improve, be a better version of yourself. So this is created to align yourself by first looking at the different aspects where you might have been resisting, you might have been overlooking, you might have been repressing, right? So a little introduction about myself. I was born under the full moon, which means I am constantly pulled between my sun and my moon. If you know astrology, it means that I'm constantly pulled between the direction I wanted to go and my emotions, and also my comfort zones. So I have the best of both sides. My sun in Aquarius and moon in Leo. At the same time, it's constantly pushing me. It's constantly a polarity that pushes me towards two sides. So between the mind and the heart, and you can say between the goal and also the past, the future and the past, I am, yeah. So I see it as a gift for myself as I am going through this process. This works for me. The coming process that I'm going to share you, it's for you. It works for me, so that I wanted to share for you. And I wanted to highlight on a few parts that we can do so that this could also be an exercise for you to reflect and review over time. It could be a month, it could be quarterly, it could be yearly. I would suggest monthly or even weekly, right? Let's do it together. We'll go through the mind, body, and heart. All right, so first, we will look at the process. The first step we're going to look at is to reflect on our thoughts, emotions, and body sensation. Going through these three parts, then we will look to release and let go of what doesn't serve you anymore so that we can make space for the new. And the third step would be the creation of what thoughts do you want to think about, what emotions do you want to feel, and what kind of actions do you want to take. And there are bonus track at the end where you can create your anchor in terms of a simple symbols of a pattern that I would introduce you. Then we have some resources at the end. Here's an introduction to the alignment process. Why is it important for us to align, right? First, our mind, our brain are constantly thinking, going through different thoughts, thousands, 10,000s of thoughts throughout the day. And it's addicted towards thoughts. So it can be too active where it became out of balance, incoherent. Then the body are accumulated with so many different kind of emotions when we are not expressed, when we do not move it, it just constantly accumulated the tension in our body. So the body is stressed. where we are in balance in terms of homeostasis. Now, third, it also deals with the emotions. When we have throughout the day, you face so many emotions, and whatever that you receive or whatever that you felt, you needed to let it out. So when it's unresolved, it created a space in your body that it also will manifest into a potential illness, disease into your body. Then fourth is that we constantly, some of our conditions is that we will want to wait for things to happen instead of us making it happen. Right? It goes through different aspects, but I wanted to share this so that we are aware and we're open to much more possibilities. Right? And what is this really? So this is for reflection, alignment, and creation to invite new perspective and also emotions so that we can take up more consistent actions. This is also for those who felt stuck and trapped, constantly in the same situation, going through the same situations throughout your day. For those who are seeking for change, step by step, consistently, it's not just like, build a more healthier dopamine. And for those who had enough of your old stories and you really wanted to create a new narratives for your life. And for those who are also started to practice and create new habits, but you find that it's quite challenging for you to sustain over time. So this might be a good start for you, a practice. And for those who are motivated, overall, for those who wanted to be a better version of self today. All right. I want to make it precise as well, so it's not too long. Now, first reflection that we're gonna go through. This is the first exercise for reflection. We want to first be aware of what's in the mind, what's happening up here right now at this moment of time. So what you need to do is really to just grab book, notebook, paper, or you can even type it on your phone. So when you type it right now, take your time to write what it is in the mind. You can do it in simple keywords or sentences. If you needed more time, you can pause the video, and when you're ready, you continue. We'll take a short pause here while I'm also being aware of what's happening in my mind right now. If there's a lot of things, it's rather hard for you to concentrate right now. All you need to do is take a deep breath. And invite your body, invite all your attention to be right at here, this moment, this time, being here and now. And ask your mind, ask yourself, what is in the mind right now? Just write it out. Gibberish, it doesn't have to be a structured way. All right, so if you're not ready, you can pause the video. If you're ready, let's go. And we move to emotions. How are you feeling right now? If you have colors, you can colors. You have color pens, you have color pencils, you can do that to color your feelings. Maybe at this point of time, reflect on your feelings you have been felt since the start of the day. Or you can also choose the most significant feelings that you have been through the day or recently, like a huge, impactful moment. And what you can do is you can write them down, what kind of feelings. For example, the most impactful one would be sorrow, sadness, disappointment, frustration, anger. It could also be on the other spectrum, joyful, cheerful, alive, excited. So when you write them down, it's also great to color them or even label the colors that you want to put them. I've done this myself. I've been looking for the notes, like, where did I write all this? I would love to show you. I could show you when I find it. But yeah, for now, let's do yours. Okay, when you are not ready, you can press pause. If you're ready, let's move on. Now we'll go into our body sensation. How is your body feeling right now? Okay, close your eyes and just start scanning your body by taking a deep breath. A little bit of stretch might help. Okay, so you can start to scan your body from the top. Starting to scan from your head. Are there any tensions around your head? From the face area to the neck, down to the jaw. If you want to relax them, you can relax them or massage it. But just pay attention right now, going through the neck, scanning through the shoulder. Are there any tensions or things that are tight, stiff? Going down to your chest, down to your back. You can even start to move your body to feel good. Going down to your stomach and your back, lower back. Scanning down to your hip area, your waist, down to your hip bones, down to your butt, scanning down through your thigh, your knees, your calves, down to your ankles and foot. Just pay attention to your body. How is your body doing right now? So if you notice there are certain parts of your body that felt pained or tense, you can give them a good massage. And you can label down this. Once you have downloaded the workbook, you can also write down your workbook. We're doing it digitally. We are inviting and putting all our focus and attention back to this present moment. Therefore, this is a great reflection and great slowing down process. Okay, when you're ready, we'll move on. Now we want to reflect. This is the second exercise, which is the first exercise, but we want also to reflect what are the activities that energize you? What are the activities that drains you? So moving on, I won't be here to guide you step by step. You will be downloading this workbook and do it by yourself at your own time. So you don't feel rushed and I just want to go through this so that, yeah, you can refer if you have any questions. So in this second exercise about releasing, first we'll go through the mental beliefs. What do you want to release? What are the beliefs that does not serve you anymore? So first thing is that you have to be aware of what kind of beliefs do you have right now. And in different aspects, it could be about your body, your health. Like, I'm not good at this, I don't have enough stamina, my body, Or then it could go into your money related, right? I don't have enough this, but the world is not in favor making me, I can't do this. the universe is not helping me, it's not working in my favor. So these are the beliefs that I want you to be aware about. Going to relationships, like my relationship is not going well, doing well, and I don't deserve a good relationship. That kind of aspects, yeah, which does not serve you at all. And I don't deserve to earn this much. I don't deserve to go here. I don't deserve to do that. Like all this depreciating thoughts. Let's just release all of that. You can write it down. You can say it out to yourself. Look at yourself. Yeah. First, be aware of that, then write it down at your own time. And emotional release. It's when you feel what kind of feelings, right? And we want to focus on these different parts of the feelings, especially there are certain significant moments in your life or recently you wanted to release a certain emotions. This is the process that you can go through. First, what do you feel angry and frustrated about this situation or at this person? I feel angry and frustrated at why? Because it's very important for us to go through the process of releasing emotions so that because emotions has its own cycle. So we started with feeling angry and frustrated, then we'll move on to I feel disappointed at. I'm disappointed at this person not doing this to them. Just let it out. There's a word called healthy, conscious complaining. Yes, you can complain, but in a conscious and intent way, not to hurt anyone, not to just keep on sulking, but just to let it out. We needed to let things out. That's all. Then we move on to what do you feel sad about? So take your time to really look at those moments, reflect on those moments, and rewrite that, acknowledging all these emotions. I'm sad that I did not. Then take your time. You will go into the next one, which is I understand that. I understand this situation is happening because I also understand this person perspectives. But first, you have to let all the emotions out first. Okay. And then the last process is I am grateful at. What are you grateful at for? I'm grateful for this happening because of this. I learned and I know this person is here to teach me something, right? And this situation is happening because I've been this is where you start to see from the perspective and start to appreciate why such situation happened. But you cannot come here until you have fully released your emotions. And I don't expect it to happen on that day itself. It could take few days. So you can come back and do it again. Okay. So this is another type of physical release that you can do. We did the mental, we did emotional, now it's physical release. The physical release is interesting. First, if you felt anytime you felt tension, it's in your body, you can do it by shaking your hands in your body. Start to shake for 30 minutes, 30 seconds to 1 minute, and that's a great start. Even for 10 seconds, it's great enough. Once you're shaking, it's a very impactful technique for me to release anything that's accumulated in our body. Once you let go and just stop, and you can feel the difference before shaking and after shaking. And even like full body shake, that is the best. And when you play music, that sounds great. Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave it to yourself to do it. You can set a timer to do it. And the second way you can do it is by stomping your feet. Like, I like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. So returning all this tension of your body back to the earth. And lastly, breathing. If you can't do anything and you're feeling so frustrated in the office or in a indoor, what you can do is take a deep breath into your lungs, and as you exhale, you're blowing out all the candles. This is called the fire breathing. It's like so as you're exhaling, you're releasing, you're letting these tensions go, right? So these are the few tips that you can do to release. Now we go to our third stage, which is to create. The third stage to create, we will start with the mental again. So you really needed to go through all this releasing and reflecting, releasing, and then you only can make space for create. In terms of beliefs, what thoughts would you like to create? Like, what thoughts would you like to think about? Let's say you have been, the beliefs that you have been observing that doesn't serve you is that I can't do this. Might have been some automatic beliefs instilled in your subconscious mind. And now that you're aware of it, what other thoughts that you what are the thoughts that you will want this to be your dominant thoughts, that you want this to be your, whenever you face certain situation, you'll be like, I can do this. Shifting from I can't to I can, or how can I do this, right? So it requires some other work as well, but it's great to be intentional about it. And also it's great to remind yourself constantly, to set a reminder on your phone or something, or a note to remind yourself these thoughts. So write down this kind of thoughts that you want to think, like, I can be healthy. I'm worthy of receiving. I'm worthy of being in a conscious relationship with people. I'm worthy of being cared and being loved for. I'm worthy of receiving and creating and doing the job that I want, the mission that I want to create. I'm worthy to travel. I'm worthy to stay and hear this place and meet these people. And yeah, I'm worthy of living this abundant and rich life. Wow, feels great already. Yeah, so write down your thoughts and then we'll move on to the next one is emotions. So what kind of emotions, elevated emotions that you would like to feel throughout the day? Now you can color them and label them as well. Well, for example, what kind of emotions, right? If you have reflected previous exercise, that some kind of emotions that you have, most of the emotions that you have felt throughout the day, it's more like a that means there's no, okay, there are different levels of emotions in terms of the vibrations. Emotions and thoughts are vibrations itself. So lower vibrations of emotions, you would feel, for example, anger, sad, disappointment, frustration. These are the lower spectrum of the emotions. And the higher spectrum would be gratitude, joy, love, you know. So instead, how can we shift from here to here? How can we use them, not to say we repress them, we appreciate them, but we also use them as a field to shift into a higher perspective, higher spectrum of emotions. So the emotions that you like to feel throughout the day is when you're waking up, I feel really great to be alive, like I have all the energy to create what I want. This is gratitude, grateful to be alive, and excitement to create what I want in life, excitement to meet people. And what kind of elevated emotions? It's like when you're working, when you're meeting people, when you are sharing, right? Like right now, I'm so glad. I'm so empowered. I'm so motivated to share you all of this. And I'm very grateful for me to have you here together. And so you can color it and you can put up some of the situations as well, like the people that you're gonna meet, the project that you're gonna create. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. And now we want to also work on some of the actions that you can take throughout the day. Now, the daily habits are always the one that created our routine, right? What we do in the morning when we wake up, what we do when we eat, what do we eat, when we sleep, do we move throughout the day, and how do you spend your time? It's your screen time healthy? And what about your social time? What about your alone time? So we want to create, what actions would you stop doing? So, for example, reflect throughout the day, what actions would you stop doing? Like stop binge watching, stop replacing binge watching into something else, for example, for myself. And also, what can I keep doing more? What can you keep doing more throughout the day? Mm, Replacing binge watching with a more video that will help me to create all this, what I want in life. And what should I start doing? I should start meeting more inspiring people and making connections and partnerships. Okay, these are the examples. You can do yours. And so we come to the bonus part. This is where you create your anchor. Now, with this workbook, you can download it and you can use this as the basis, as the template of your anchor. Anchor serve as a reminder for all of us. So, I have my anchor to show you. Yes. So what do you write down? What do you intend to create inside here? And then you keep it as a daily reminder or put it as your phone screen. So what I have here is this one. So this is my anchor. I write words that I wanted to create more. On top, I have meditate. I have sleep before 11. I have the thing that I wanted to create, a space and harmonic creation. And so I put a special patterns on this triangle. Triangle is like a pyramid. What do you want to create? What do you want to manifest? And at the side, I have it's worthy and how can I thoughts. The thoughts here, what kind of thoughts that you want to what's your dominant thoughts and what's your elevated emotions, feeling empowered and love. And what about the actions that you're gonna take? Like for this, I put body, fit, and toned and energized body. So this, I'll take a picture and I put it as my phone screen as a reminder. Right. So whenever I look at this, I remember what I did today so that you don't put it into waste. A lot of times we try to do different exercise and then we put it at a side, we forgot about it. So it's very important for the step as a completion, as a repetition. The frequency of how you really review this on your thoughts, on your emotions, and your actions that you're gonna take in creating what you want will help you to amplify the effect of the creation of your creation of who you are, new you. All right, so that's it for today. This is the resource list that you will get from the workbook, and there are different things that I am creating right now. You can connect to my Instagram. I had Harmonic Creation with Vicky. And also you can join the Telegram group and listen to Abia's Diary on Spotify. You can also watch my YouTube video and be involved in a space initiative that I'm creating right now. All right, so thank you for being here, dear ones, and I hope you have a wonderful alignment process. Remember to make time for it because you deserve it. You deserve the best in the world. I love you. Ciao. Bam, bam.